everyone, and welcome to the latest episode of 8 Brit, with 2 Brits and top 8s. I'm Chris.
And I'm Dan.
And today we're going to talk about our top 8 remakes in games. But first, as always, just going to mention comments from last video. So, we had Chazzy, he said a lot of stuff as usual. But he mentioned...
Chazzy's not even a fan anymore. Chazzy's knocking about making content with us, isn't he?
Yes. But...
Chazzy's he's dedicated.
Yeah.
He's worked his way in. He's going to destroy us from the inside like a Russian spy.
Yes. But anyway, he mentioned Mario Strikers Charge for multiplayer games. I can't believe I forgot that. Well, we both did.
Yeah, I was ashamed, to be honest.
That's at least honourable mention.
Yeah.
And then we had Voyager G0 saying because we're British and we didn't talk about sport games, whatever.
Shut up, mate. 1v1 me FIFA, bruv.
And we had a new commenter, Cody Takashita. Sorry. He says he loves this series, and that's very nice, thank you. And James keeping up the cat puns, as
Classic
usual.
James. James he is top notch. He's my favourite.
Yes. Anyway.
My favourite commenter. Right, so, top 8 remakes of games.
Yeah, so,
you ready?
There's a lot of remakes. There's always remakes coming out, but recently there's been Legend of K, Final Fantasy X and X-2 HD Remaster, God of War 3, Nathan Drake Collection. It just carries on.
Yeah. Some necessary, some completely unnecessary. Like that one time they remastered, what was it, The Last of Us? About 5 minutes after they released it.
Yeah,
they were
precisely.
let's remaster this. It's not a remaster, it's a port, mate. Get on my, shut up.
Yeah, there's a lot of fine lines between what defines each one, but our list is basically all of that.
Yeah, it's remasters, ports, HD editions, whatever. Some of them we haven't played the original game of, so we don't even know if it's a good remaster. Who knows?
Who knows?
We'll discuss them as they come. It's a mystery. Do you want to kick us off?
Quick prediction for E3. They're going to announce some sort of Gears of War thing, which has been rumoured. Anyway. My number 8 is the Metal Gear Solid HD collection.
Yep.
Yes.
Which you've played, what? How much of it?
I've only... I bought this game 2 years ago. I've only played Metal Gear Solid 2.
For people who do a gaming show, we've played very few games.
No, it just sounds like we haven't played a lot.
It's true, we do go on about the games we haven't played way more than the ones we have.
But yeah,
so Metal Gear.
Metal Gear Solid HD collection. I got it for the 360 for £20, so 3 games in one package is nice. It's pretty much just the 3 games. Metal Gear Solid 2, 3, and Peace Walker in HD in one box.
Fair dues.
I played Metal Gear Solid 2. It's a very fun game. Nice stealth mechanics. Playing as Raiden. No, you play as Snake and then you play as Raiden for most of the game. My favourite part of the game is later on when you're naked.
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
I wasn't seeing that coming, although, to be honest, it's Metal Gear, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. And then there's fourth wall breaking jokes, which is always good. And Fish and Mailed, that's always good as well.
I've never played a Metal Gear game, but I feel like I probably should, because they seem pretty fun, you know?
Well, going by the fact that you hate story and cutscenes.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
doesn't one of them have like an 8-hour cutscene or some drivel?
I think
you have to sit through.
Metal Gear Solid 4 is the worst one in terms of cutscenes.
Fair dues.
If you ever are gonna play one, you should probably play the first one because that has the least cutscenes, I think.
Good.
Yeah. So Metal Gear
enough.
Solid HD collection, very good, and it's my number 8.
Very nice. Do you want me to move on?
Yes.
My number 8 is Bully Scholarship Edition. It was originally on the PS2, I think, and then it was remastered to the Wii and the Xbox 360. I played the Wii version. Very great game. It's a lot of fun. It's like GTA, but you're a child and you can punch people in the face. It's great. It's Be a Horrible Person, the video game, and because I'm a horrible person, I enjoy role-playing that. I don't know what they improved from the original. I assume it's visually better, but then it's on the Wii, so to be honest, how much better can it be than a PS2 game? Ooh, sick Wii burns. I don't know, it's just really fun. It's great. It's enjoyable.
Did you play the original?
Nope.
Oh,
I have no idea if the original was any good. There is only actually, I think, one game on this list that I have played the original of.
Okay.
So I'm not going to be very educated on what the originals were like. Oh well. Yeah.
I've
Bully
never
Scholarship.
played Bully. I'm pretty sure this Scholarship Edition probably added a lot of things.
I have no idea. I probably should have researched it, but oh well.
So why did you like the game generally, other than punching people in the face?
That's pretty much it. It's just fun, isn't it? It's just like GTA, but you're a kid in school and you steal people's bikes.
Okay.
And then you punch people off their bikes, and you just it's just fun. I remember very little about it aside from that it's fun and you get to beat people up. So that's about all I've got. Number 7.
Those are the key ingredients for a good game for you, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Over the course of this show, you're going to learn a lot of things about me, and that's that I like simple things. I don't want complicated video games. I want just let me beat people up, you know? Number 7.
Well, we're kind of swiftly moving through these.
That won't last.
No.
We'll get to something. You'll start talking about Star Fox again, and it will just go downhill. It'll become 2 hours. I'll have to cut like 3 hours of you prattling about Star Fox like I did last time.
Yeah. Our first couple of ones are usually quite short, but yeah.
Yeah. It's because we got nothing. We got nothing to talk about because they're all just like the lame stuff down at number 8, you know? Anyway, what's your number 7?
My number 7 is the Resident Evil remake on the GameCube.
That you haven't played?
No. Although I did watch my brother play it a little bit when I was younger, and I was like, oh, free scary 5 me, and I didn't really watch much of it.
You say when you were younger, that was like 2 days ago, wasn't it?
It was
I
just
can
a minute
imagine,
ago.
like, I can imagine just like you hiding behind the sofa while your brother's playing it, just like crying your eyes out.
But yeah, I feel like this deserves to be on the list because it's what a remake should be. Because if you look at the original Resident Evil now, it's just not. It's not right. It's outdated. It's just bad, basically. But the remake makes the game what it should be today. Well, I mean the GameCube, that's still pretty old, but the remake still holds up today. Nice graphics. I want to say nice voice acting, but what did you say?
Spooky skeletons?
No.
No? Does it not have spooky, scary skeletons?
I'm not sure if there's skeletons in it.
What sort of a horror game is that? No skeletons? Come on, get a grip. Come on, Ubisoft.
Capcom?
It's not Ubisoft, is it?
Capcom.
That was a wild guess, I'll be honest with you. I had no idea who makes Resident Evil.
Oh. But yeah, anyway, the remake, it made it scary and what the original should have been before it got outdated.
Fair dues. Fair enough.
And I think the remake got ported onto the Wii actually, and then later on the PC and all that business remastered.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but good stuff.
Good. I have never followed Resident Evil. I've mentioned it before.
Yeah.
I've never connected with the series, so I know nothing about it.
Indeed.
I'm like Jon Snow,
Hey.
except, yeah, you knew that was coming, didn't
Yeah, I
you?
did.
You were about to say it. Oh man, that joke. Why do I keep saying it? It's not even funny.
Your number 7?
My number 7. My number 7 is I'm not sure if this even really constitutes as a remake as such, but it's new play controlled Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, the Wii version of the Jungle Beat game that was on the GameCube that previously you played with bongos.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, I don't actually know how it played with the bongos. I have the bongos, I own that peripheral because I have it because of the Donkey Kong games. But I never bought Jungle Beat for the GameCube.
I've watched
So
an
I don't-
LP of Jungle Beat and they played
Yeah.
the GameCube version, and I think they said the Wii version makes it worse.
Really?
I'm not sure.
Because having played it on the Wii, the movement in the Wii version is really fluid, and the motion controls work for like hitting stuff, which is basically all you do in that game.
Yeah.
So it makes it really fun. It's exhausting on your arms because you're just constantly waggling the Wii remote, but it's fun. I have no idea how it plays with the bongos. It might be really good. I should probably pick it up at some point. But yeah, I enjoyed the game, and I have no frame of reference for if it was better on the GameCube. If it is, don't send me hate messages, please, because I don't know better. You know, it's not my fault, man. It's not my fault. I mean, it is my fault. I could have bought the GameCube version. I have no reason not to, but oh well.
Oh well.
We'll all live, won't we?
Yeah. I don't really have any intention to play Jungle Beat. I just want to play the original country games and.
Jungle Beat is actually really fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot of punching things in the face.
Do you like? So I never understood. Is Donkey Kong move by himself?
No, in I don't know how it works with the bongos, to be honest, but you just use the joystick. It's a platformer basically.
Oh right, and you
In
waggle
Jungle
to
Beat.
hit things.
And then you jump on stuff and then you just hit it.
Oh.
Because I assume you tap the right bongo to move right and left to move left, and then when you connected with something to fight it, you just did a drum roll. But I don't know.
I see.
I honestly don't know how it played on the GameCube.
So it's like the hidden 2D Donkey Kong platformer that no one notices.
Yeah, no one really knows about it. It seems to have just faded into obscurity, but I enjoyed it, so, it's there. It's, I think, a remake, because it's on a new console, it has a new control scheme and stuff, so...
Yeah, well, it's under the umbrella of port, remaster, port, enhanced port, whatever.
Yeah. It's there. Oh well. If I'm wrong, sue me, whatever. Number 6.
Right, my number 6 is a game I haven't played since I was a wee lad. It is Super Mario... what was it? Super Mario Advance. Super Mario Brothers 2 on the Game Boy Advance. Trying to say the whole title there.
Mario 2 is good.
Yeah.
I never played the GBA one, though.
Nah, the GBA one is really good. It got rid of a lot of issues that the first one had. The original, I should say. So the original was, really hard. And the remake, it gave you more hearts. There were more items floating about helping you. And there was also some, they added, a PAL block in the GBA version as well.
Neat. I've only played Mario 2 in the Mario All-Stars, which I think is also a remake, but I'm not entirely sure.
That's
because I have that for
collection,
Wii.
really.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. Mario 2 is fun. I never finished it, but...
Yeah, the remake, did the usual enhancing the graphics and stuff. It's just a really good remake. Ironing out the flaws, adding in a couple of new bosses. I think there was a robotic Birdo.
GG.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good
Fair
remake.
enough. And you've never played the original?
I haven't played the NES one, no.
No, nor have I. So,
but
no
I don't want
reference.
to after reading about how it's improved so much.
Yeah, true. Sometimes, I've got the same deal with some of mine. I'm just I don't really want to play the original. I would never play the original Bully, for example, because why would I?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So Super Mario Bros. 2, it's GG.
GG. Good game. Well played. Fun. Do you want my number 6?
I do want your number 6.
My number 6 is Tomb Raider Anniversary Edition. It's a remake of the original Tomb Raider for the Xbox.
Probably the Xbox and the PS3, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, probably that. Yeah. I only played it because I wanted to play the reboot, 2011. I want to say reboot.
2012. I don't know.
Maybe it was around then.
Yeah.
I wanted to play the reboot, but I was like, I kind of want to play the original before that, and I'd never had a PS1, so I was like, well,
okay,
how am I going to play this?
I never actually knew what the anniversary was. It's just a remake of the first game, then.
Yeah, it's just a remake of the first game.
Okay, that's cool.
So it was good. It was very enjoyable. It graphically updates it. It looks pretty good. I think it used the assets from a more recent Tomb Raider game or something.
Probably.
Lara Croft doesn't have like weird polygon boobs anymore.
I knew you were going to say that.
You know me well.
It's like a great fairy from Ocarina of Time.
God, those are so horrible.
The horrible days of triangle boobs.
So yeah, she doesn't have triangle boobs anymore. She's still pretty fit. It's all good. The gameplay is very fun. It's not as good as the reboot because it's 50 years old or whatever, but and it's not Uncharted, which is what the reboot was. But Tomb Raider Anniversary is great fun. I very much enjoyed it. I had fun with it. It's a classic game and it was made pretty. So
I'd imagine the original game's kind of outdated and clunky now. So
yeah, the gameplay is still a bit clunky because it still holds.
Okay.
It still plays exactly the same because it's just updated, I think, graphically, and I think they probably update the controls and stuff a little bit. Yeah. But it's still the puzzles are a bit clunky. And
I'd imagine they added some content in there as well because it's anniversary.
I think they must have updated some stuff, but I have no idea what because I've never played the original. But
okay. Yeah.
But yeah, it was great fun. As far as I'm aware, it's vastly improved from the The first game, it was enjoyable. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Cool, cool.
Top notch. Top notch.
Top notch.
What is your number 5?
My number 5 is The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time 3D, released in the 3DS on the 3DS in 2011. You know, it's like in terms of remake, they haven't really done much except for just graphics. Although I will say the added in gyro controls, like I don't know, if you're aiming a slingshot at a Skulltula, and it's like you move in the circle pad, and it's like you can just slightly tilt the 3DS and you can hit it. It's really convenient actually. You get a lot of people say motion controls, but that slight aiming adjustment stuff is really nice. But in terms of the game overall, it's Ocarina of Time, one of the best games ever. Not in Dan's opinion.
Nice joke, my friend. Ocarina of Time 3D, to be fair, actually did make Ocarina of Time almost playable for me. But then it didn't, so so then I quit.
How far did you get? Have you ever beaten it?
I beat the Water Temple. That was my level of achievement in the game.
Was that your final straw, was it?
Yeah, I beat... No. Right. So I was like, okay, this time I'm going to play Ocarina of Time, and I'm going to try and beat it. And then I was just progressively getting more and more sick of it, 'cause it's so clunky and horrible. So I got like, to the Fire Temple, and I was like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. And then I was like, no, I've got to beat the Water Temple. I've got to get at least that far. That is the point that I have to get to, because it's this whole thing of, oh, the Water Temple is so hard. It's not. It's really not.
Well,
I get they made it easier in the 3D version. I get it, but like,
yeah,
it's not that hard.
Yeah, in the remake they added like the little lines you can use.
Yeah.
To figure out where each level of water switch thing goes to and all that jazz.
Yeah.
That was another thing the remake did. I don't think the remake really... It added a boss battle mode thing.
Didn't they have like that weird stone thing you could crawl into and it
Oh yeah, the little helpy stone.
Drivel.
That's another remake thing, yeah. I never used it though.
It didn't look like Acid Tree anymore, so it was okay.
Yeah, that was another nice thing. The graphics looked like the art of the game.
Yeah, like it did look quite nice. And it was
nice to play in 3D as well.
No, it wasn't. Shut up. Nothing's nice to play in 3D.
Well, it was, in my opinion, so shush.
Yeah, your opinion's wrong, though. You like Star Fox and F-Zero, so what are you going to say? Come on now. You are blatantly flawed as a human being. Anyway, Ocarina of Time's alright.
Well, you know, it's a remake. Well, like, this list is a mixture of valuing or rating the remake itself, or the game itself.
It did do very well as a remake. The fact that I managed to get that far in Ocarina of Time because of it is commendable, really. Let's be honest.
That's quite a commendable thing to say, yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's impressive.
But Ocarina of Time, it's a GG.
GG, well played. Do you want my number 5?
What's your number 5, Dan?
My number 5 is a game that I didn't even know was a remake until last week's episode when you pointed it out to me. It's WarioWare Mega Party Games $. It was a remake. I never knew. The GameCube one was a remake of the Game Boy Advance one, but with multiplayer edition. So, who knew? I didn't.
Yeah, it's one of them sort of updated port remakey things, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it was essentially a port because it has all the same micro games.
Do you know what it is? It's like releasing Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and then a couple months later, what is it?
I very nearly put
Ultimate
Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on this list, but I wasn't sure if it counted as a remake.
Yeah, that's actually an interesting thing to think about.
I'd say that's more an update.
Yeah.
Because it's more like DLC that they've packaged in a new thing for convenience. It's like a Game of the Year edition.
Yeah,
is that a remake?
Essentially.
You know?
It's not a remake, nah.
But I think WarioWare counts.
Yeah, sure.
Because I was reading... They rushed it out, and they got it out like in about a year of the GBA one coming out, and...
Added in lots of multiplayer shenanigans.
Yeah, the multiplayer game... I didn't even know that game had single player. I'd forgotten. Like, I've only played it multiplayer, and it's brilliant multiplayer. It's, like, phenomenal. As we discussed last week, go and listen to that one. No one listened to it, apparently. It's only, like, 50 views or something. Drivel.
Sad, isn't
it? Yeah. It's probably because it's about an hour. Oh, well. Anyway, so, yeah, WarioWare, a good game. GG. We say that way too much. It's horrible.
Yeah.
We need to stop. Yeah, it's so fun, and it was a remake, which I didn't know. So there we go. Do you want number 4?
My number 4
Yeah.
is keeping with the Zelda theme. Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask 3D. A game Dan will hate. Well, he would hate if you played it even more than.
I'm not going to play it because I know I'll hate it. That's the
even
problem.
more than
I
Ocarina of
refuse.
Time.
Yeah, because it doesn't even have dungeons. I play Zelda for dungeons. I don't for faffing about doing fetch quests. Come on now. I don't care how edgy and dramatic it is. Get out of my face.
I'll have you know the 4 dungeons are very good.
Yeah, 4. I just finished playing Link Between Worlds. That game has like 20. It's amazing. Game's brilliant. Get out of here with your Majora's Mask nonsense.
Well, in my opinion, Majora's Mask is one of the best games I've ever played.
Oh god, they've converted you.
Actually, no.
No, it's not.
Let's see here. I played a little bit of the original Nintendo 64 when I was younger, but I didn't get very far because I was like, I think I had to get Epona to jump over the Great Bay ledge thingy. And
it was clunky and horrible and you couldn't play it?
No. But in terms of the remake, they actually, it's more of a remake than Ocarina of Time was. They added like 2 fishing ponds. They added some they changed the dungeons a little bit, I think. But in terms of difficulty, really. They changed where the stray fairies were. What else? They changed the bosses a little bit, much to some people's dismay, or opposite of dismay, whatever that word is. What else did they do in terms of the remake? Nice graphics, but you know, they mainly just used the Ocarina of Time 3D stuff. What else is there to say about the remakiness of it? Stall for time. Say stuff, Dan.
No. I refuse to talk on our talk show. Do you want my opinion? I actually think Majora's Mask 3D looks nice. It's pretty.
Yes.
I think it probably has the same merits as Ocarina of Time 3D in that it probably did do a lot of improvements.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it didn't improve the things that I don't think I would enjoy about it. So, you know, oh well. Not my cup of tea, Majora's Mask.
And another thing, it released with the new 3DS as well. So you have that stable 3D, and it's...
Oh, and camera control.
Oh yeah, the little...
Did you get that?
Yeah.
Because you got the little nipple.
Yeah. Nice little nub. Yeah.
A little nub like you.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, that's about it really. Majora's Mask is a great game, so the remake is great. And
I have no doubts that it's a good remake.
You have some
That's all I'm gonna
people some people like the changes they did, some people don't, but it's a great game overall. I loves it. The end.
The end, that's it.
Yep.
That's all. We're done now.
Thank you for listening and goodbye. No.
Do you want number 4?
Yes.
My number 4 is another new Play Control title. I'm bundling 2 because I couldn't be bothered to talk about them separately. It's Pikmin 1 and 2. Again, not sure if they're a remake, technically speaking, because it's just updated controls, but oh well, screw it. Pikmin 1 and 2 actually really work with the pointer for the Wii.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
Because, I don't know, I honestly can't imagine playing Pikmin without being able to just aim wherever I want quickly. Because having the movement of your captain and the pointer separate in such a fluid way, like, because you can just instantly jump your pointer across the screen or quickly do it to wherever you want. I don't know how fluid that would be with the dual analog system. Could be really good. I have no idea. I've never played the GameCube version, but I really enjoyed the Wii versions. I think they're really fun and really good, and I like that control system, and it gave me a chance to play Pikmin even though it was, at the time, back when I bought them, I didn't have I didn't have a stable internet access, so it was kind of annoying to buy things online. So I didn't have the availability to purchase old GameCube games. So I was like, well, I'm never going to be able to pick it up on the GameCube, so might as well go to a shop and get it on the Wii.
Yeah.
And I did, and it was really good. So
I bought Pikmin 1 on the Wii for like £6 on Amazon.
Good.
Yeah, haven't played it yet.
Also, I'm pretty sure in the US they didn't get Pikmin 2 on the Wii, did they?
Did they not?
I remember it being a whole thing, like only Wii got it.
Huh.
Give me a second. I'm going to Google it because...
No, I can't quite remember. I played a bit of Pikmin 1 when I was younger on the GameCube. And I've bought Pikmin 1. but haven't played it yet. But I should.
Oh no, it was released in North America, but 3 years late.
What?
I wonder why that was. Nintendo, you work in weird ways.
Have you got Pikmin 3?
I haven't, no.
Oh, you probably should. Sounds like you should.
I probably should.
Yeah.
I never got around to it.
You were just talking about control schemes, and that game has like 1 million control schemes, so...
Yeah, my thing with Pikmin 3 is when I got my Wii U, I knew I wouldn't be able to like play that many games because I didn't have that much time with it before I went back to university, so it was like I had to selectively choose which ones I picked up.
Okay.
And Pikmin 3 didn't quite make the cut. It will eventually, I'll pick it up when it has a price drop probably. But, you know...
But Pikmin 1 and 2?
Top notch. Pikmin 1's better, but, you know, people will argue that.
Yeah.
I liked having a time limit. Like a 30-day, this is what you have to do in the 30 days.
I wouldn't know.
Do it. Whereas Pikmin 2 was like, here's infinite numbers of things. Go and get them all over as many days as you want. And I'm like, I liked it when there was a conclusion, like a finish.
Yes.
It was nice. Anyway, what's number 3?
I just realised my 3, 4, and 5 are all Zelda games.
Actually, my number 3 is the same as yours.
Is it?
Yep.
Wait. Oh my god, it is. So that means we have to say it at the same time now.
Do we? We have to say it in sync.
Wait, I got an idea. Okay, I'm going to count us in and we have to say the name of the game. Okay,
right.
3, 2, 1. Wind Waker HD!
Oh, God. No.
I love that treasure box.
No. It's not what I was going to say anyway. It's not what we got written down.
Wind Waker HD.
It's NBA Jam 2003. What are you talking about? I don't even know if that exists.
I don't know.
No, yeah, Wind Waker HD is very good.
Ugh.
Very good. It's a game that has dungeons, like a Zelda game should.
What's that supposed to mean? Oh, Majora. Okay.
Yeah. Wind Waker HD is so good. It's brilliant, isn't it?
Isn't Wind Waker your favourite Zelda?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wind Waker is one of my favourite games of all time. Wind Waker HD made it infinitely better.
Yeah, so like in terms of the remake stuff, they added a faster sailcloth, which is very nice.
Oh my god, yes.
They made the Triforce quest less annoying.
Toppers. Thank you, Nintendo.
But I think instead of finding some
Nintendo.
charts, they would just replace them with the actual Triforce pieces.
Yeah.
And they
also
added
looks,
the Tingle Balls for Miiverse.
Tingle bottles were amazing, except for the fact that they were filtered. I remember like the only one I sent out was I drew Tingle, and then I wrote next to it, Tingle is a butt. And then like about 5 minutes later, I got a thing back saying, oh yeah, your thing's been blocked, you're not allowed to post that. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Why am I not allowed to post Tingle is a butt? You stupid.
Oh, and another thing they added, selfies. Link selfies.
Oh man.
I remember like people would
people went mental with that, didn't
like
they?
they would have like, you know, the part where you're with Tetra going in the castle.
Yeah.
And some people would like do a selfie of Link and Tetra and they're just like hanging with my bae or something.
God. I think the best thing about Wind Waker HD is how beautiful it looks.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the visuals.
Like, it looked great on the GameCube. It still does. It still holds up visually because it's so stylized. But god damn, it looks just amazing.
That bloom
on the Wii U. Like I was saying just a minute ago, how I had to choose selectively which games I picked up and played in that summer. Wind Waker was one of them, even though I've already played it about 60 times. Because, you know, who needs new video games? Come on now. And it was one of the first games I played on the Wii U, and it was the one... Well, no, Mario Kart 8 was the one that sold me on the concept, but the Wind Waker HD was just like, yes, this was definitely... Like, that was the one that made me want to actually buy a Wii U in the first place.
Did you get the bundle? Wind Waker?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Because that had it digitally, and I was like, no.
Oh.
No, none of this. I need a disc. I need a box, and I need a disc.
Yeah.
And it needs to sit on my shelf next to my original GameCube disc in an alphabetical order, because I am a horrible person, and I obsess over stupid nonsense.
Did you at least get the special edition of the game?
There was a special edition of the game?
Yeah, it comes with a Ganondorf figurine.
What? No, I didn't, because I got my Wii U late, so it would have been out for like a year.
Yeah, I got my Ganondorf statue next to my Zelda treasure box.
Get you. Oh,
yeah.
With your swag.
I have so much swag.
Swag-a-lagging. Oh man, so that's our joint number 3.
Yeah, Wind Waker's
You
a
might be
fantastic
wondering-
game, and the remake is very good.
We might be wondering what game is better than Wind Waker HD. Well, Chris, what's your number 2?
Well, my number 2 for top 8 remakes of games is Star Fox 64 3D.
Wrong.
Oh.
What's wrong with you? You think Star Fox 64 3D is better than Wind Waker HD?
Yeah.
You have a problem, boy. You have a problem.
Well,
Alright, gush about Star Fox.
well,
I'm gonna go to the toilet while you do this.
no. Anyway,
Back in 20 minutes.
you have a bladder problem.
Yeah, it just won't stop. It just it comes out. I'm stuck for jokes there. Come on.
Anyway,
gush about Star
yeah.
Fox.
So in terms of the remake, the graphics are just pretty gorgeous, I have to say. And let's see, what else did they add? They sort of revamped the multiplayer battle mode. But there's no like ground, so you're always in an R-wing. So that was kind of annoying. But they added different maps and items, and there was like a player cam as well, so your face is above your R-wing. So that's one thing unique to the remake. There was also gyro controls, but I didn't really like that. But you got your classic the Star Fox 64 game is still there, and it looks gorgeous, and it's so fun. I loves it, and you can save but whilst you play through the campaign as well, which is annoying, because when I used to play it on the N64, maybe I'd want to play halfway through and have to go to dinner or something. But you can save it at any time, because that's what they tend to do with portable games. Lovely graphics. Let me see. They redid the voice acting. They got completely different voice actors, but they're basically doing their impressions of the original ones. And they also changed a few lines and added some. So Falco, instead of says "Hey Einstein," he says "Hey genius."
Are you still going? I zoned out completely.
You're not listening to me.
No, I'm literally not. I listened to none of that. I'm what are you talking about?
Voice acting.
Recap me.
You
Voice
like the
acting in
voice
Star Fox.
acting, don't you? In that game.
Yeah, true. That's a good bit.
And I was saying how they slightly altered it.
What did they alter? I genuinely did zone out. I'm not even joking.
They changed a few lines. They got new voice actors, but they sound similar to the old ones. Like
I think I actually fell asleep for a second there.
And Wolf has a new line where he says, like, when you somersault him, he just says, "Seriously?" That's new.
Does he still say, "Don't you do that, Star Fox"?
Of course he does.
Good. Does Peppy still say, "Do a barrel roll"?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Star Fox is intact. I've played Star Fox 64 3D.
Have you?
Yeah, it's alright. I played it for like about an hour, and then I went, okay, this is pretty good, and then I stopped playing it because it really didn't engage me or keep me interested for that long.
Well, that's not nice.
Yep. What? Like Star Fox is gonna come beat me up? Like Star Fox 64 is gonna like become sentient and get his mum on me? Like, what's it gonna do? Cry about it?
I had one little more thing to talk.
Oh, you've got more. Come on.
I thought
now.
I did, but I've forgotten it now because you keep distracting me. Yeah, never mind. It's a great remake, great game. Done.
You done?
Yeah.
You actually done this time?
Yeah, why not?
Last time you said you were done, you started going on about it again.
Just go. What's your number 2?
Oh man, Star Fox. Okay, let me wake up again. Give me a second.
No.
My number 2 is Super Mario World Game Boy Advance version, like your Super Mario 2 from earlier. Super Mario World is a very, very, very good game. I never played the SNES version, picked up on the Game Boy Advance when I was a kid, and it's really, really good. Have you played it?
I haven't
played Super Mario World? Oh, you haven't, have
No.
you? We talked about this before.
Oh, yeah.
You haven't played it because you're a stupid idiot and you can't play good games because you're too busy playing Star Fox all the time. Super Mario World's great, and the remake did some things that I don't actually know. It let you save, I think.
Probably.
Maybe? I don't remember. It updated some things. I don't know what because I haven't played the original. Wind Waker HD is the only game on this list that I've actually played the original game for, so, you know, oh well.
Wait, so
Yeah,
you just played the Super Mario Advance 2, it was?
good. Yeah. It was, it's so good. It's one of the games of my childhood, you know? Like, I played, because the Game Boy Advance was my first console I ever owned, so it was like, and and Super Mario World was one of the first games I owned on it. I think it might have been one of the first games I ever 100%ed. I'm not entirely sure, though.
Oh.
Because I was just top-notch at that game. Classic. It's just amazing.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting how Super Mario Advance 2 was your a childhood game for you, and Super Mario Advance 1 was a childhood game for me. I remember getting really stuck on the final level for Mario 2, though.
Fair dues.
Yeah.
I never did, because I'm a boss and I can play video games like a pro. I was just like, get stuck? 360 no-scope Bowser, you know?
Another
boss.
Another thing to mention about the Advance games, they both had the Mario Brothers arcade game,
Yeah,
which is a fun
that was
distraction.
Yeah, it was pretty good. There's not really much you can say about the Mario Brothers arcade game, is there?
Just gonna quickly look up differences for the remake. I remember they made a specific Luigi sprite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and Luigi has his his high jumping and slipperiness.
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he? Which is like, why would you ever play as Luigi? He's just annoying.
Everyone prefers Luigi.
He's too slip slidey, you know? I don't want that drivel. I don't want every level to be an ice world. What are you talking about? Okay, so we've done our number twos. Honourable mentions. I haven't written any down, but I guess Pokemon's maybe worth mentioning.
What ones have you played?
Fire Red was alright.
Oh, okay, them ones.
Then I played Omega Ruby because my sister got a free copy because Amazon sent her 2 by accident.
Oh yeah.
It was okay. It was okay until I got to Moorville and they ruined it, and then I stopped playing because I was so hateful. Oh. Basically, Chris, there's this really nice town in those games. Have you played them?
The last one I played was Sapphire.
Yeah, in Sapphire, Moorville. It's a nice little town. You get your bike there. It's nice. It's a small town. It's enjoyable. They made it this like horrible maze of a city, and they just redid it. And I'm like, why have you redone this? It was nice. Oh, and I got there. I put my 3DS down, and then I didn't pick it up again until Smash came out. Oh. And at which point I took out Omega Ruby, I put it in its box, and I went, "You're never being removed from this box. Stay away from me." And I haven't looked at it since because that genuinely angered me. Because the last Pokemon game I enjoyed was Sapphire when I was a kid, and they ruined it. That's what they did. They went and ruined it by making a horrible, stupid, like techno maze city that was awful. It was like I just got lost in it. It was horrible. Anyway, so that's an honourable mention.
You got any more honourable mentions?
No.
Well, I've got Metroid Zero Mission. I haven't played it, and I really should, because I love Metroid. But for Metroid Zero Mission, it's a remake of the first game, and it's like with the Resident Evil remake, where it renders the original game useless, basically, and improves it in every way.
Does it stop it from being a Metroid game?
No, it's a Metroid game very much.
Oh, well then it doesn't improve it in every way then. How did you not see that coming?
No, I was expecting something.
Eventually you're just going to be haggard and worn down.
Anyway,
you're not even going to argue.
On the GameCube there was Sonic Adventure DX and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, which are sort of remakes with added graphical stuff and content. And it's, pretty good stuff.
Yeah, but they're Sonic games, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the ZBN. You have to do some Sonic hate whenever you can, you know? Sonic sucks. Let's be honest here. Go on, Sonic team. Stop making Sonic games. Make Billy Hatcher 2. There we go. Sorted it. Right, number one. What's your number one? What is your favourite remake of all time, Chris?
Well, my number one is Super Mario 64 DS. This was a very big childhood game for me. I would just waste lots of hours playing all the levels, and they added quite a hefty bit of content as well, extra levels.
Yeah, couldn't you play as Waluigi? No, Wario,
Yoshi? Luigi, and Yoshi.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a really good remake. You got the original game in there, and you got lots of extras as well.
I've never played it. I kept meaning to pick it up, but it got like the price inflated as it sort of got older.
Oh, did it?
And then I remember seeing it for like 40 quid, and I was like, why would I pay 40 quid for this?
No.
And then I didn't. So
there's also a lot of fun mini
never did
games
it.
as well in the extra menu thing.
Fair dues.
But in the main game itself, there's lots of new ideas, and like there was this flower power-up thing, and each character would have a different effect on it. Like Mario would float up, but then the other characters had like the original Caps effects. Like Wario would turn metal, Yoshi would grow wings, Luigi would turn invisible. There was some like different new ideas, like collecting 5 silver stars to collect 1 star.
They kept that through in Mario Galaxy, didn't they?
Yeah. Good spot there, Dan.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. I try.
But it's just a really great remake. Like, it's just extra content in the original games there, new bosses, new levels, even extra mini games. That you could even like draw on the menu, because you know how Mario's face would appear in the menu at the start of the screen. It would appear here on the touch screen, and you can like draw on him and all them shenanigans. It's just a great package. Like a lot of people, a lot of people don't like the controls, but I had no issue at all with the controls.
Yeah, isn't it on a D-pad?
Yeah, and then they added a run button.
Something about playing a 3D game on a D-pad just seems odd.
I don't really remember having too much of a problem with it.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't played it, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah. And then the nice little graphical update as usual as well.
Yep.
So yeah, this is really good. I should replay. I haven't played it since I was a kid.
I should probably play it at some point.
Yeah, if it's still expensive, then maybe not.
Yeah. I'll have a look on eBay, innit?
But yeah, that's my number one, definitely.
Fair dues, fair dues.
What is your number one?
My number one remake of all time is, I mean, it should be obvious because it is one of the best games of all time. It's Shadow of the Colossus HD, because it's Shadow of the Colossus. Come on now.
In HD.
In HD, so you know, it doesn't actually look that great, to be honest. But it's Shadow of the Colossus, so you know.
Yeah, it's one of the ones where they just port it and put it in HD. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much just, as far as I'm aware, just a standard port. I don't think it has any additional content because it doesn't need additional content because it's Shadow of the Colossus. Shadow of the Colossus is genuinely one of the most beautiful games of all time. One of my favourites. It's top. I never played the original because I missed out on it. Never had a PS2, and I always felt bad that I missed out on the PS2 for that reason. So when I got a PS3, it was one of the first things I bought, and I have no regrets. Aside from the fact that it's packaged with Ico, because that feels like a waste of time. Because Ico is a disappointment after you play Shadow of the Colossus. A huge disappointment.
I think Zyber really likes Ico.
Oh, I couldn't.
That stupid name.
I couldn't play Ico. It's there. Like, especially just after you finish Shadow of the Colossus, you go into Ico and you're like, well, this sucks. I'm going. But yeah, Shadow of the Colossus is phenomenal. It's genuinely amazing. Buy a PS3, Chris. Buy a PS3.
I'll buy one maybe next year. Got to save up them monies, you know.
Oh, it's so good. It's just so good, man.
Well, I think
I don't actually have that much to say about it. It's good. Yeah.
I think that about wraps up for this episode, I think. So my number one is Super Mario 64 DS.
And mine is Shadow of the Colossus.
HD.
HD, yeah, sorry, I forgot.
I think that about wraps us up. So in the comments, as always, comment about our lists, what your favourite remakes are. If you hate how many remakes there and remasters there are these days, feel free to rage in the comments.
Yep.
Follow it up.
I'd just like to throw something in. I don't see the problem with remasters coming out because I think they give people a good chance to play games they might have missed out on old consoles. Like if someone hadn't played the first 3 Uncharted games because they didn't have a PS3 and they've only just got into gaming with a PS4.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a problem. Just give them a chance to play the first 3. Don't think it's an issue.
Didn't you moan about Last of Us Remastered in this same episode?
I didn't moan about it. I just think it's funny that they did it about 12 minutes after they just put it out. Like, oh, and then they claimed it was like a big deal, and it's like, no, it's not. You've just ported this. It's not. Stop making it seem like it's something new.
PS4's got no games, so they have to make a deal out of everything.
Shut up.
And there goes some more dislikes for this video.
No, there isn't, because hating on the PS4 is a popular thing. It's like none of our fan base are PS4 fans. It's sad.
Yeah.
Seriously though, lol at the Xbox One though.
I'm pretty sure
Xbox One sucks. PS4 is the best. Get out. But let's be real here. The Wii U.
You're just insulting everything, so you just cover all bases.
Yeah, cover all bases. Hate on everything, all you like, and no one will be offended because no one will know what you actually don't like.
Yeah. So screw Nintendo.
Right. So Chris hates Nintendo. We've just learnt, and everyone leave him hate comments. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's it for 8-Brit this week. Don't follow Chris on Twitter. What?
My Twitter is at CJMonk_.
See, I beat you to it. I whiz-pigged you, mate. Come on now.
Like us on Facebook. We have a Facebook page. The ZBN FB.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah. Our Facebook page is good. No one seems to like it.
No.
But, we've got one of them. Dislike, comment, unsubscribe.
No.
Don't watch Effortless. It's not as good as this. If you ever have a choice between watching 8-Brit or Effortless, always choose 8-Brit.
Sure.
Come on now. Do we have any Comic Sans? No. That should be the deciding factor, really. Let's be honest here. And before I start using Papyrus for everything.
We're just rambling at this point.
Yeah, we are. That's how we do it. That's the ZBN outros. No one on the ZBN is capable of doing outros or rapping videos. Have you seen the podcast?
Yeah, I just watched it today. Yeah.
Like, the podcast pretty much is just outro. Well,
thanks for listening, everyone, and bye.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Screw Sony, screw Microsoft, screw Valve, screw Steam, PC, and screw Sega.
You know I'm going to cut that so it's just you saying screw Nintendo.